Is it recording? Yes. Hi!
Hello!
How are you, Katy? Cheers!
Cheers.
Cheers!
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm great. Thanks for having coffee with me this morning.
It's actually a cup of tea. Sorry, I'm very English.
Well, I will have coffee and you can have the tea. I will let her tell you about who she is and what she does because she's brilliant and I think you'll find it interesting.
Well, I'm Katy. Hi. I work as head of wardrobe in theatre. I mainly do tours, to be honest, around the UK. Have worked in London theatre as well. But yeah, just work of theatre costumes, really.
So what does, for people who don't know what head of wardrobe is, what actually is the job? What do you actually do? Do you build the costumes? Do you design them? Do you organize them? What do you do?
So I can't, basically, when a show is being fabricated and made up, they have designers and the making team that do all that, and then when it's all ready to do a show, basically, I come in and take over.
Okay.
So the designers and the supervisors pass it all over to me after they've done all the fittings, and then I basically have to make it ready for the run of the show. So I have to make sure every dancer or actor, whoever, knows what they're wearing when. I have to work out where they're changing, what they're changing into, how long they've got to change. I then do the laundry at the end of the show and then pack it up and move it to the next venue usually, and then start all again. So I do all of the production side of costume.
And do you like fix all the costumes and stuff as well? Like if
something
born?
Yeah, so yes, obviously during a run of a show, things get used, things get worn, and I've just been working on a lot of dance shows, so they get broken a lot every day. So it's usually a quick mend during a show. It happens a lot, but otherwise you come in before the show the next day and fix everything ready for the next show on that night. I mean, I have a team of people that help me. It's not just me usually.
Running around like, oh,
yeah, I do that as well. But I do thankfully have lovely people that I can help, that can help sew and make and yeah, get everything washed and ready.
Awesome. And how did you get into doing that job?
Well, I didn't really know what I was doing for a long time, and I could sew and I loved it and just thought, I want to do that. Yeah. So I basically, without any actual training, I mean, I knew how to sew, and you just pick it up from your mum and from friends and professionals. You pick it up, and I managed to get a volunteering job at the National Theatre in London for a few months in their hire department. So I was also mending and altering and doing all that, getting costumes ready for a run, and when they came back, fixing them ready for the next run. So the hire department,
for people who don't know, the hire department is like if you wanted to rent a costume, that's where you would go, right?
Yes. But also they store the costumes for the National Theatre productions themselves as well. So yeah, after a few months volunteering, they basically approached me and said, there's an interview coming up for an actual job here. We think you should apply. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I did, and I got the job. And since then, I have worked my way up, and now I'm head of wardrobe. So there you go. I proved myself that I could do it, and I proved to other people that I could do it. And now I'm very lucky to do it as a profession.
Yeah, and you've done it without going to school for it. I think a lot of people, even a lot of people who might be watching this, feel like they can't do something because they'd have to train formally.
I trained as a dancer. I went to university. I did a dance degree. I was a dancer for a couple of years, and then went, you know what, this isn't for me, which is awful after you've done 3 years of dance school, like how much money I just wasted. I then just went, this isn't,
because you want to enjoy it.
I mean, it was fun. It wasn't what I wanted to do. That wasn't that wasn't my world, you know. It was close to it, just wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't quite right. So then I found this, and now I do this, which I love, and I wouldn't change for the world.
And that's really, I think that's really important for a lot of people to hear, because I think a lot of people are in that phase, whether they're in university or near retirement, where they're like, this is close to my world, but not quite it.
Yeah. And it was, I guess it was kind of brave to just say, look, yes, I've done this training, and actually I was working a little bit as a dancer. So, I mean, I had a bit of work, but I still went, no, I'm not enjoying this like I should, which is stupid, but also brave, because if you know it's not right, you've got to do something about it. Like,
it's not,
you're working half your life, like you've got to enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, it can't be like a separate thing from your personal life. It has to be, it's all still you, you know, like you have to feel good in work and in life.
Yeah, you have to want to go to work each day.
Yeah.
And I do, and I can't at the minute, but I love it.
Yeah, that was my next question. So I think there are a lot of people right now that are sort of in a situation of, like, rightfully so, they're sort of taking the mindset of, this has forced me to stop. I have a chance to really think and consider what I'm doing. Maybe I need to make a change. How are you finding this? Because you had actually got your dream.
So I was in I was in the middle of a wonderful production through the Sadler's Wells in London, a new dance show with Sting, as you do.
As you do.
And we had just finished our London run, and we were just about to go on a European tour. And then this comes along. So I am meant to be flying back from Zurich tomorrow. So yeah, I'm just gutted that I can't be doing it right now. Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. It was really, really hard to stop, because it was such a wonderful production. It was such a wonderful family. We were just gearing up to go out, and then suddenly it's just. So yeah, it's really sad not being able to work right now. I mean, I am still sewing. I'm keeping myself busy sewing scrubs and stuff, but it's not the same. It's not the same.
No, of course it's not the same. And I think it's an important thing for people to think about, that, because a lot of people think about theater and they just think actors, and they see a lot of actors doing things online, and they're like, well, they're still acting, but this is why I'm so keen to chat to you, because what about the technicians? What about the costume? What about the stage management? There are a whole lot of people who are in that.
Just have no work. Yeah, there's just no work. We can't do it. We just have to wait until we're allowed to do it again, and just try and make money doing other things, I guess.
Yeah. So what other things have you been doing?
Well, at the minute, I'm very lucky to be on furlough at the minute. So I'm using my time voluntarily while I have the chance to do so. Because obviously, until I need to make money for myself, I need to give my time. So yeah, I've been making scrubs for the hospital, and shopping for neighbours, doing all those things. But I mean, I live in the countryside, so I'm very lucky. So I can just go out and enjoy the outside world. And when I do need to work again, there's lots of farms. I'll probably be picking fruit, which is fine. I
love that.
Yeah, I've got a sort of job lined up if I need it. So I'll be picking fruit for the summer season until I can get back and do what I'm meant to be doing.
That's brilliant. It's so nice to hear that, because there are a lot of people who are trying to just go online, and I love it. You're like, go outside and pick fruit.
Yeah, I mean, I love everything that's happening online is wonderful, and obviously I get involved with a few things online, but it's beautiful summer. If I can be outside, I will.
Totally. And your job is not something that you can't be head of wardrobe online.
Yeah. No, you can't. And you have to just make your peace with that. I can't do my job right now. So there's no point in dwelling until I can do it again. I need to just put it there. It's still there, and I'll come back to it when I'm allowed.
That's brilliant. But if you had any advice for someone else who's in that same position, who's maybe kind of really struggling and not finding themselves not able to get out of that, I had everything and now I have nothing, and what advice would you give someone on how to deal with
You haven't got nothing. It's just postponed. It's just got to pause. It's on the pause button and it's there waiting for you. You're just not allowed to do it right now. So make your time doing other stuff and just keep busy. That's all I'm doing. I don't know if it's good advice, but that's what I'm doing. It seems really to be working. So.
It's really good advice. You know, that people are allowed to just set that to the side. It's still important, but it's not what I can do.
It's still there. I'm not going to forget you're there, because no one else can do it either. So it's not like it's not like a gap in your CV where people go, oh, but you haven't been doing this for 6 months. No one has. So they're not going to look at that. Doesn't matter.
Brilliant. Well, if people are interested in maybe supporting theatres somehow at this time, can you think of any way they might be able to do that? Because I know a lot of theatres are really struggling.
They are. I mean, because I was linked to the National Theatre quite a lot. Mm-hmm. They've been lovely. They've been put online. They've been putting a lot of their shows online, and the National Theatre have lots of links to different charities to, if they are able to give, you know, and help theatres manage to reopen again. Fingers crossed, you know. Yeah. But just when they're open again, go, basically. That's how you can support them. When the theatres are open again, go and watch a show.
And next time you go to the theatre, take a little notice of the costumes.
Yeah, we're working busy backstage.
Imagine someone like Katy running around backstage trying to mend things and, you know, get someone else dressed.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you for the coffee today.
Cheers!